So this is Mix It Up. Is that running? Okay. All right, cool. I just making sure. So this is Mix It Up. Okay, this is the program. That's how it goes. All right, you have a bunch of different stuff. I'm not gonna get into the whole thing. This is the speed running, how to set up a chat. Okay,
Okay.
go in here, go over to chat, make sure stuff is on throughout here. Just go ahead and go scroll down through here. This is how you can change all the little colors and all the little internal pieces. Users, Twitch affiliate, followers, subscribers. Go ahead, mess with this, enjoy it, so that you can feel like you have some control over your life before you go to hell with me, and try to make one of these things. Next, you're gonna go down to overlays. You're going to go ahead and go ahead, go in here, click something, right? My, sick ass chat overlay. Okay, and then hit add. When you hit add, it's gonna pop up into here, right? See, mine's MIP chat right here. Boom, 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 boom. This is to go see it as a browser window. You don't ever have to click this. It's pointless. This will copy this. That is a good button. This will help you edit things. You don't know how to program. That's why you're watching this. So don't ever click that. Don't click this unless you want to delete it. That's the delete button. Okay, now you are done with this whole subsection. Go over here. Go over here. Go all the way down. It says you see chat right here. Don't worry about it. This is just this. It's so that
Mhm.
you can chat. It has nothing to do with what we're doing. Okay. Go all the way down. Overlay widgets. You go to overlay widgets. Okay, you're gonna add an overlay widget. What kind? No, no. This is a current bug they have going on. Go all the way up to chat. Say, okay, what kind? Chat, blah, 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 blah. It's gonna bring up all of this stuff. Okay. We're gonna go to mine so that I don't have to fuck with a new one. You're gonna name it cool ass chat overlay endpoint. You can select single widget URL or overlay endpoint. You're gonna click overlay endpoint because single widget URL is for wizards, and you're going to click the overlay endpoint that you had selected before, which is MipChat. I think actually, if you go to single widget URL, it'll just do the same thing, but probably faster. And then you'll find that in the overlay section anyway. Details, position, animation, HTML, CMS, JavaScript. You only care about details. This is the only thing that matters. All right. If you go over to position, just make sure that it says simple and it's clicked in the middle. Don't worry about animation because it's not going to do shit. I guess it has it now, but whatever. Don't worry about it. Go over here. You have all of these things, okay? Transparent, transparent, blah, blah, blah. If you want a chat box, as in a box around the chat, then you're going to click transparent, okay? Or you're going to click this and you're going to type in a color. The way to find these colors is actually by going to HTML color names, HTML color codes.com color names. All right. It looks like this web page right here. It's full of shit. These names are what you're going to type in. Okay. If it doesn't show up on this specific page for whatever reason, the other ones, they don't work. I don't know why. All of the ones on here work. There's not that many. You type this in, no spaces. Caps lock is not necessary. Don't worry about the hex codes. They don't work. Type in the name. That's for every single HTML subsection on all of Mix It Up. And then the word transparent is for transparent if you don't want that thing to show up. You can't make it go away. The box is still there. It is just transparent. This shows the size of the box. Cool, right? Obviously. And the box is going to be really, 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 really tight to the outside of it. So the box is not the best thing aesthetically. You can't really pull it in from the edges very well. You could probably using the position and stuff, but just don't worry about it. If you want the box to sit on something and look nice, you can do that in OBS way faster and easier.
Mhm.
This is going to be where you select the max width and the max height of it. Just because it's this doesn't mean it's going to be permanent. You just want to find the shape of a rectangle relatively size that you like. If you want to try to figure out how to do this real quick, go into OBS or into any program. Make sure that you have a good 1080p window or 2K, 3K, whatever, 4K window set up. Draw a box and then take the dimensions of the box and then put them into this program, into the thing that you want to see. All right.
Okay.
So you just go ahead in here, boom, draw those in there, and then you're good. You can also still change all of these numbers later. Don't worry about it. Everything wraps, it's fine. Font size is going to be relative to this box size. So keep that in mind. You want the box on the bigger side. The box should be approaching almost too big for your purposes. So, if you want the box to be this big at the end, you should kind of aim for it to be this large. Because if you ever have to make it bigger, it is going to pixelate. If you have to make it smaller, it's going to make it sharper. So keep that in mind. Font size is going to be relative. If you should be able to see it pretty clearly, pretty plainly, whatever. The font name, you won't be able to see these here, but if you go ahead and just open yourself a Google Doc, right? Um, this is a really quick way to do this. Just go apps, Google Drive, right? New, go to Docs. Okay, this is a great way to plan out your. Okay, don't have a secret here. This is a good way to plan out your chat. All right, you say my sick ass chat. Username, text, man, Sue. All right, this is the Tyler version of lorem ipsum. Okay, so you can see these basic variables. Almost all the chat variables that exist inside Mix It Up. The different fonts are here too. So just go to here, mess around with chats, and go. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? Cambria. And go all the way down. Sorry, yeah, this little. Womp, womp, womp. Go all the way down. Okay, and see all these little things. Okay. Impact. Is this what impact looks like? Okay, cool. Is this what Calibri looks like? Okay, cool. And so get yourself to something that you like. All right,
I'm a fan of
and
Courier
then
New.
yeah, you can go to Courier New, as is tradition, right? And then you can go ahead and find yourself a color, right? Text color, green, whatever, and then you can check out all of these things so you can save yourself some time because it won't show you, and then you'll just know what your chat should look like, and then you can approximate it in here, right? I can actually find out. Does this? Yeah, so this has its own text files in there. I think you can add text to mix it up too. It's not crazy at all. It's got almost every Microsoft font, all of the basic Unicode fonts that I can think of. I mean, if you got bad shrift, you got Arial, trust me, you're gonna find something here. If you want to have something unreadable and dog shit like a raconteur,
You do Papyrus.
add it. I don't
Chat
think this does.
Papyrus.
Does this have papyrus? LMNOP.
Doesn't no.
No, no. People stop putting papyrus and stuff because it looks so fucking. It gets made fun of so much. I think probably don't have Comic Sans either.
Comic Sans is so good for like durability.
Oh, they do have Comic Sans, so yeah, you can have Comic Sans if you want. But that's that.
Okay.
So you go ahead, you select your stuff, right? I got to make sure I don't save this. Well, mine's Consolus, so I already know what it is. Write all these down for yourself
Yeah, I have mixed up
if you
open.
want. Especially if you don't remember things the way that I do. I'm pretty good at keeping this stuff in mind. Shadow color transparent. Shadow is just a kind of unfixable. If you know how to program JavaScript and CSS, you can change all this stuff. But it's just going to give a very, very, very small drop shadow to the text to make it stand out. So if you have, if you want to make the text look like it's slightly floating over the page, you can put a color on there. Otherwise,
Mhm.
don't worry about it. I would strongly suggest keeping these shadows unless you really know what you're doing inside monochrome. Keep going down, add messages to the top. Messages will naturally populate at the bottom of the chat window. Bloop, bloop, blip, 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 going up like that. If you want them to come down from the top for some reason, click this. Bold will actually auto bold anything. It's these are not native bolds, they're non-native, so it will just if you click italics, it will just tilt anything to the side. Same with the underline, same with the bold. Removal time, if you get this over 1, it counts a timer and then it will get rid of every message. Delay time will delay until the message shows up. That's for if you have like I don't know, sketchy chat or something. The chat messages in Mix It Up are not permanent like they are in like Stream Elements and some other sort of thing. So if you want the chat message to not show up on your screen, or if you want it to come back off live or not appear on there ever, all you have to do is delete the message before it shows up. So if you want a message appear chat delay, you can put a delay there, 5, 10, 15 seconds, and it will never appear on the page. It'll just never show up. And there's other ways to deal with that as well. Down here, show platform badge, role, subscriber, all of these badges are connected to different services, and then they'll show up. If you have Alejo pronouns, in somebody in any service where it shows, those will pop up. Hide messages starting with exclamation point is how you hide things like exclamation point Discord, exclamation point boo, all those sort of command things. They'll just hide those so they don't show up in the side chat. They only show up somewhere else. Ignore specialty excluded users. That's a different thing. Usernames to ignore. You can literally just write in people's usernames because you don't like somebody. Oh, look, I caught myself. I don't have anyone there. There's other things that are funnier to do too. And if you want to have multiple chats for multiple platforms for any reason, or you want to take any of these platforms on or off, you can click any one of these. All right. And then at the end, you hit save. I'm not going to. I'm going to actually just X out so I don't save anything.
Okay.
Go into here, right? Into your OBS. You're going to go into your sources. I have one mine right here. You're going to create a browser source. You just go down to right here and it'll say browser. You click on that. I already have some right here, and it's this Mew chat, which is this. You click on the browser, it's going to bring up this screen. You just copy, paste in the URL from clickety click.
Where is the
So the URL is in this, like I told you before, in the overlays.
oh, okay.
You go here. That's this that I told you about. The copies. So you go to
Um,
whichever one it is. You go to MipChat, you hit copy, right? And then you will go to OBS. You go copy, paste, and it's the same one for me. Type in the width. Make sure this is going to start at like 400 by 400 or some shit. Make sure you type in the same width and height as in the other one so that the browser sources are the same. Go to any of these. You don't need to worry about these actually at all. Don't need to worry about the custom CSS. Don't need to worry about shutdown scene. Click on refresh browser when scene becomes active so that you always have this being reactivated. And then go down here and hit OK. And then you will have a chat. It will not be active immediately. You're going to go, oh no, why can't I use the chat? Why can't I use the chat? It's because you're not connected to any streaming services, and Mix It Up just does that because Mix It Up thinks it's funny. Maybe there's a way around it. I don't know. But you are just going to go into here, right? Go back to where you had your chat, click on the thing. All right, this is going to be your test button, which I'm going to be clicking off screen here so that you can watch me test it. And then you can see this fill up with a bunch of beautiful green things. And you're going to go, okay, hey, honey, come here. Look, I got the chat to work. And you're going to hit save and they're all going to vanish. Don't worry. That's because it has refreshed the source and reset it. The only way to 100% make sure that the chat is working is to have it run during a streaming session. So don't worry, you will be able to be embarrassed by everybody and they'll call you Peepaw. And maybe there's a way to do that. That's not me. But I don't know. This is probably the fastest MIP chat tutorial I've ever seen. Mute chat, mix it up chat tutorial I've ever seen because I watched 7 billion of them and almost none of them actually worked. Or got you to the end of the fucking to the end of the program, but that's it. Speedrun, that is how you set up a chat and mix it up.
Awesome. Now I just need
I
to
don't
figure
care.
out. I like to plan ahead my my streams if which one's gonna it's gonna connect to. I'm gonna do that.
Mhm. It will automatically connect to the stream that is active.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You can only stream to YouTube with one stream. The only difference is Twitch might actually get Twitch chat in it all the time. So I think you guys have seen me testing it, and like Twitch just automatically gets chat. Boom.
Thank you so much. I'll add this. Let people know about it.